Good evening, CLC. I'm Naomi Feda. Thank you so much for joining me here this evening. So, last week we were talking about praying through one of the Psalms. So, I'm actually returning to a different Psalm this week, one that has been exceptionally meaningful to me over the years as well. And I hope that it will be to you. So, it's from Psalm 139. And there's a lot of 139 that you could pray, especially like early on in the chapter. It talks about where can I escape from your spirit? We can't go anywhere away from God's presence. And that really does form a premise for the whole chapter. He knit us together. He created us. And so all of that is part of Psalm 139. But then at the end is also a very specific prayer. I'm reading this from the New Living Translation. It says, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. Point out anything in me that offends you and lead me along the path of everlasting life." So there's a couple of things that I notice in here. The prayer to know my anxious thoughts. And I know that it's true that some anxiety may come from a chemical imbalance or hormones, etc., that require medical attention. But I don't know about you. I know that I personally, anxieties that I have aren't from that. It's because I'm focused on what I'm fearful about rather than focused on God that's in control. And there's so much to that in terms of our past and our experiences and how we respond to that and how God will help us to work through it. But if we just take it also at face value, anxious thoughts, like search me and know them, like, Lord, show me what it is that I'm worried about. Because when we really want to dwell in a trusting relationship with God, those worries have to be reframed by who He is, because by what we believe. And to be continually worried about something, even an example, right? I have kids and sometimes we get worried, oh, maybe they're not progressing fast enough. Maybe there's something wrong with them. Maybe, whatever it is. There's definitely been seasons of my life where I've had those fears and those worries. And remembering to just come to God and say, Lord, if it's something like that, I know that you love them more than I do. I know you're going to show me, you're going to give me the wisdom that I need for this child that you've put in our family, whatever it is. And it doesn't mean that an outcome will change, but it means that we are coming to Him and saying, Lord, I trust you. And so really rooting out our anxieties and bringing them to the Lord is so important for our relationship with Him and for, building that relationship where we're trusting Him and we're leaning in Him. And it also says in this verse, point out anything that offends you and lead me along the path of everlasting life. And in my Bible, I have this note about you can't be led unless you have the eyes to hear and the ears to hear and the eyes to see. And that also is something that I've learned over and over again throughout my my journey with the Lord, is we want to come to Him teachable, right? And so if we don't have that teachable spirit, saying, Lord, I don't understand something, I don't know what direction to go, but show me the way and help me to hear you and to see you and to listen, because all of those are so vitally important just in our everyday life. Because every day I am sure that you encounter something that causes you some worry, and it is very easy to fall into a cycle of a downward cycle of thinking that can really affect our emotions, our day, our relationship with others, and our relationship with God. And so throughout the week, even, early in the morning, as you're getting ready, make this a prayer. Search me, O God. Know my anxious thoughts. Point out anything that offends you and lead me in the way of everlasting life. So God bless you, and look forward to seeing you in church on Sunday. Be sure to check us out in person at 20 West Main Street in Catskill, meeting at 10:30 on Sunday mornings. We'd love to see you there.